welcome to the Kevin Lopez podcast, and we are back, season 2, and we are here with my boy, no other than Lou. What's going on, my dude?
What's up, man? It's your boy Luiz Antoni, aka Black Rose, and a lot's been going on, bro. I've just been working a lot, working on the music. Just dropped a single, Feliz Te Ve Bien. It's been a little less than a month, and we're tracking on 200K on Spotify right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, in case you guys don't know, obviously, locally, a lot of people obviously know who you are. For the viewers that don't, it goes back to the episode we did with Steez and Roe when they had went to Buffalo for the pre-show. They had opened up for Dave East, so this is the Lewis that we are referring to.
Yeah, that was epic.
Yeah, so he was supposed to be here. We tried to get him in. He's obviously been busy, so that's why today I'm kind of excited. We actually got him in today, and there's a lot that's been going on between then and now, and it makes it even better. I'm excited. I hope y'all excited. It's a new kickoff to season 2. So a lot has been going on, and we're here to disclose all that, and let's get into it. What is going on with you, and what are you doing now? Because from what I hear, a lot has been happening.
Yeah, a lot's been happening. So I've been just traveling, man, just making music and getting back into that field. I took a break for a while, and that trip to Buffalo was a whole, full circle moment for me, because I lived in Buffalo for a while when I was 16. Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that.
A lot of people didn't, because I was a knucklehead when I was growing up, and I got in trouble, and I got banned from the state for a little bit. Yeah. So remember when I left for a while and nobody saw me, and I came back at 18? That's where I went. I went to Buffalo, New York.
Wow.
Yeah.
So now coming back to the full circle thing, that is amazing.
Yeah.
So. Wow, I didn't know that. So I'm kind of shocked right now.
Yeah, it was 15, 16 years since I've gone there.
Okay.
And when I went there, it was wild because I was, my dad wasn't the best example, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I was out there wilding out. But it's part of my story. And then just going out there to perform in a sold out show and people being so receptive to what we were doing was probably the most humbling experience I could have had at the time.
Yes. So, on that episode, I remember there, Steve was kind of talking about getting your mojo back. And obviously you couldn't speak for yourself, but it was kind of getting, the team back and getting the flow back. Yeah. That's kind of what I got out of it. Mm-hmm. And what has gone on since then and what you got out of that show?
Honestly, bro, that show brought me back. It was one of those things where I was lost for a while with the music stuff. I took a break. I took a really long hiatus. I was in a situation where I kind of lost myself,
Yeah.
And then I got out of the situation and I was like, damn, what do I like again, And then I locked in with the boys and they presented that show to me. And ever since that show, it just snowballed.
So I was about to ask you the question, but you just answered it. So obviously this was before going to the show.
Yeah.
And you had lost yourself. Sometimes I feel like that's a good thing because you might find it a new you.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a blessing in disguise because, all right, since then I've been doing a lot of soul searching and a lot of traveling. Okay. So since that trip, I've taken a few more. One of my most recent ones, I went to Chicago and I locked in with this producer called Vizzy.
Vizzy?
Yeah, Vizzy. Okay. If people know about the music scene in Chicago, he's worked with everybody from Lil Durk to Jeremiah. He just got an award for a song he did with Meek Mills, and
oh wow!
I had the pleasure of locking in with him in the studio for 5 hours, and I created a song for my late friend Fabian who passed away.
Okay,
He was the first person to ever heard me rap.
No shit.
And he had passed away last December. And since then,
rest in peace.
Yeah. Then,
real quick, locally speaking, we've took a hard hit in the last 2 years. So
yeah, we have.
For an artist to be, recognizing what's been going on is pretty cool, man. And thank you for that.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. It was one of those things where it was probably the hardest song I've ever had to write, but at the end of the day, it just flowed. I cried when I wrote it. I cried when I recorded it.
Wow.
And, it was one of them things where the first song I did was a reggaeton song that I'm about to drop hopefully in the next month if everything goes as planned.
Okay.
And it's going to be a fun song. And then right after I recorded the song for Fabian, it's called We Gon' Pray. I did a snippet. I mean, not a snippet. I posted a reel on my Instagram and my Facebook, and the town was really receptive to it. And it was something I was vulnerable with. I was literally crying on the chorus.
I mean,
you could hear it.
I would be too. Yeah.
Yeah, and then right after that, I recorded a song called Feliz Te Ve Bien. That's the one I was telling you that I just dropped a little bit less than a month ago, and it's doing crazy numbers right now. For local, I mean, a lot of people won't look at it like it's crazy, like big time. But for a local artist, bro, like I did not expect it to take off like that, and it's really like an eye opener. Now I'm all in. I'm really found my mojo again.
Yeah. Well, I think it's cool because a lot of people do know who you are, and sometimes people don't really see what happens behind the scenes, and they think people just randomly blow up. You've been doing this work for a while.
Yeah.
And then it's almost as like if you were to like expose your age and say how long you've been doing it, it'd be like, oh, holy shit, no way.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think, you know what I mean? You wouldn't think that. But also, too, what I wanted to bring up, this kind of goes into, like, when you went to find yourself and how you're going to come out after, losing yourself or revamping yourself. And I think it was really cool that you did the song and mentioning, especially within a town like ours, what has been going on with, things not going so well and, too many friends falling all at once.
Yeah.
But you were also remembered as kind of a fun kind of guy. A fun, funny, you always had that seriousness to you. Now, when you found yourself, was it, more soul-searching? Was it deep? Or are we going to get that fun back, too? Or what's going on?
So, me finding myself is finding every element of myself. And little by little, I'm building the pieces up. But, like, the song I did, like, I posted the reel about Fabian, you know what I mean? The We Gon' Pray song. And it was a heartfelt moment. And then I released Feliz de Bien because it was a fun song. So, when I recorded it, the way I recorded the song was I did a reggaeton song called Nota Plota is going to drop soon. Then I did the song for Fabian, which is called We Gon' Pray. And it was just... It took me a lot to record that song. It was the longest song I recorded. In the gap of 5 hours, that one took me about 2 hours just because I was really worked up, And then I followed it up with a fun song. So I wanted to drop the fun song on all digital platforms first to show people that I'm still that guy with that energy, and I still want to throw parties and command the room. Like, I'm still that,
You're still Luiz. You're still Luiz.
Even after all the hardships, if anything, what that did was just remind me that life is too short to be serious all the time. Like for instance, I dropped that song, the reel, for We Gon' Pray, and the same day that I released it, my friend who started Level Up with me and Renelli passed away.
Yes, we did hear about that. That one was tragic.
So, like, that was another blow that I think I just grieved it. Like, I finally just let it out because I've been working so much. I've been between the music, the dispensary and everything. It's just been, I haven't had time to really sit there and cope with everything. So,
yeah, it's a lot going on. I actually remember there was a while in between where I haven't even seen you, and I've seen you at somebody's wake.
Yeah,
and
first time in a while that we saw each other,
Yeah, and so that brings me, and I want to ask another question. So, it kind of goes into you. You had mentioned you went into a studio, went from a sad song to a party song, and I feel like that's kind of a light switch, you know. And how do you? I felt like if I was an artist, I would go off of my emotions. So I'm gonna go and do 3 sad tracks. How do you trigger that? What is your game plan in that? How do you just flip that switch on and off?
Honestly, I've just been fortunate enough to be around certain people that have instilled that in me since I was young. Just being able to just lock in. And for me, it's just second nature. Just like being in the moment and being present with the song. And just like the first song was like partying. Second song was really deep and emotional. I took some moment to just let that out. I regathered myself, and then the other beat came on, and it was just like a switch that went off. At that point, honestly, I felt like my boy was guiding me through the session. Like, he's like, yo, bro, all right, you released it. Now let's have some fun. Like, be you. Yeah. And that last song, bro, I was doing high notes in the background. Like, if you hear the song, like, there's points where I'm like singing stuff and hitting notes that I didn't think I could hit. And Vizzy, thankfully, had pushed me through it. It was a point where I was like, I don't know if I could do this. And he stopped everything. And he's like, bro, I just watched you record 2 crazy songs. You could definitely do this. And like, just him talking to me and guiding me through it.
So now, was this your first time? What you're talking about now, was this your first time with Vizzy?
Yeah, ever. Like, this is how we met, bro.
Yeah.
And he saw me go through all the emotions that day. And like, he's recorded big artists that gone through that. When Lil Peep passed away, his best friend recorded with Vizzy.
Oh, wow.
to release the song, to just let that out. And he's like, dude, I've been there, I've done that. And he gave me that as an example. And then he just gave me the time. He was really cool. My friend LP was there, Lyrically Poetic. She runs the Eargasm. It's a really cool podcast out of Illinois.
Okay.
Galesburg. Shout out my people out there. I'm about to go link up with them soon.
Yeah, you did mention Chicago being a fun city, and it goes back to asking the question, what you doing the fun song too, and Chicago is a fun city.
Yeah, it's beautiful, dude. Probably for me, like top 5 cities I've gone to so far. I have a lot of more traveling to do, but that was it. And at the time, I needed it. It was an escape from all the stuff I was going on. I was still grieving.
Yeah.
And that was me letting go of my friend Fabian.
Yeah. So would you say like this was something that you kind of just went through, and that when you said you needed it, did it come to you or did you go to it? Because now you're also mentioning a podcast and your boy and that, and that's when I think about you in Chicago. That's what I think what would happen.
Yeah, it was one of those things that just kind of like the universe brought it to me, bro.
Yeah,
I wasn't looking for it. I didn't have it in my cards for this year, but it happened, and it honestly was something that needed to happen. When you have those moments where you're there and you're like, yo, this is where I'm supposed to be right now.
Yeah.
And it just switched from there on. I've just been in grind mode. I've been writing music quietly. I haven't really posted too many snippets, but I've been working, and we got some heat coming soon, bro. You
know what it is? It's when something like that happens, I don't know if it happens to you, but for me, it's usually something I don't want to go to. Like, I don't want to go to that cookout. I don't want to go to that event. And then when I leave, it's kind of was like, I was meant to be there.
Yeah.
That was meant to happen.
Yeah.
Is that the same way with you, or was it?
I mean, in certain situations it is like that, but in this situation, it was something that it was just all really unexpected, unplanned, and I was just going with the flow. And you know me, I'm a planner, bro. One thing, shout out my boy Renelli, Level Up. He is not a planner, bro. And I used to give him so much crap for it. Yeah. But now I see his... do one more of those for him. He's on vacation right now. He deserves it. It was one of those things where it was a what would Ro do moment, And it was one of those things. Yo, facts. And that was me, bro. I showed up to the airport last minute. I bought a clear pass. I got through everything, and everything was just spontaneous. There was a couple things that were planned, but everything else was really spontaneous. And I feel like if I didn't do it like that, it wouldn't have happened the way I wanted it to.
It never would.
It all stemmed from like when we did the Dave E show. I was just like, I need one more day in Buffalo. And the guys laughed, and I spent the whole day there, just vibing. LP was there. We were kicking it. And then I just flew back from Buffalo to Mass. And I was like, I'm doing this from now on. So now...
This is my way.
Traveling solo is my new favorite thing, bro.
Yo, dude, so I've been doing that. I started doing that. And when you travel solo... I think sometimes you're not really alone unless you think you are, but I think sometimes I do like traveling in groups. We've been to
we've done some wild stuff.
Let's not knock that off, but like sometimes some people might point you out, and because your entourage isn't there, they're more accepting of having you over, and then you start meeting new people.
That and it's more intimate, whatever you end up doing.
It is, yeah.
It's solely you and that person. There's nobody there to influence anything.
You make the best of it.
Exactly, and for me, like. It's just one of those things where it's like a sense of peace. Like before I leave, I make sure my kids are okay. I make sure my mom is good. You know what I mean? I make sure everything's taken care of. Yeah. My dispensary is good. And then like I'm out and like I don't have to worry about nothing, bro. You know that feeling of always being the person who's in charge of everything, and then just having that freedom.
To just do
and just bug
want.
The hell out if you want to. Yeah. You do whatever you want in those moments. And for me, it was just one of those things where. I've been alive, but I haven't been living for so long. Yes. And now I'm fucking living, bro. That's how I feel about it,
No, I completely agree with you. A little off topic. I did want to mention when we were talking about rowing airports.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say a quick little story. I remember one time we're about to go to Vegas. This was years back.
Oh God.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pick you up at this time," and blah blah blah, and everything goes out to be early. By the time they pick me up, I'm like, bro, we're not gonna make it there. Bro, Rose goes, yo, don't worry about it. We're gonna be all right. It's like, dude, we get there, and the plane's gonna leave 20 minutes before we get there. What do you mean we're gonna be all right? Tell me how when we get there, there's a random hour delay.
It always happens like that with him, bro.
But yo, he has the nerve to look at us and goes, "I told you everything was gonna be okay."
Yo, he does that all the time.
That plane was gonna be an hour late, yo.
But he always has that intuition, bro.
Yeah.
Like one time, yo,
bro.
everything, bro. And it happened with me it happened with us when we were gonna go to Puerto Rico. We were supposed to go there at a certain time.
I believe it.
And he shows up last minute. Cool. No, it was Miami. All right. He showed up last minute with Domi J.
Yeah.
Domi J pulls up. Yo, they searched Domi J's every bag he had. I don't know what he did. They searched every single bag he had. Renelli had some, he had some more maybe questionable stuff on him. And bro, he was chilling. He showed up late, got into his seat before me, and I'm like, how does this happen all the time, bro?
Playing it cool. Yeah.
Just playing it cool. But now, before I travel, I'm like, what would Ro do? And bro, that just go with the flow sometimes, bro. You can't. My biggest problem before was I used to get mad about things I couldn't control.
Yeah, that's the worst.
And I learned that the hard way with this job I have now and just life. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you learned that, though.
Yeah, because it was one of those things where I know I wasn't easy to deal with at one point, especially with the music stuff, because I'm punctual when it comes to the music stuff. Yeah. But now I'm just like, I'm going to just be the artist and chill, bro.
Yeah.
So it's been fun.
I like being punctual because it just means everything's in order. And like, if I show up late and everyone's going to freak out, now you're going into a freak out situation.
That or like...
Or like let somebody know. But
yeah, that or if it's like somebody scheduled after you. Like you have... That's when you go into a studio session.
Yeah.
And you show up late, bro. That's money. That's time you pay for. You're spending money at that point. You're wasting money, not even spending it. You're wasting it.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like... When I'm invested in something, I'm gonna go all out. But if it's like a vacation, I'm gonna be a little more like Ro. I'm gonna have fun with it.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. I mean, yeah. If you're not gonna give a fuck and you're still relaxing, having a good time, you're in. W's in the chat, son.
W's in the chat. Yeah, big dubs.
All right. So another question is going back onto that light switch we were talking about, with going on and off with music and different emotions. Cutting into personal life and music life and, being a dad and all that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's another light switch. Let's get into what you're doing at the dispensary. To my knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong, the dispensary game around here is fairly new. If you're talking 10, 15 years, it's very new.
Yeah.
However, I feel I've been to the one where you're at, and I've been to others. I don't smoke weed like that anymore, just because I'm just been busy. I'm all about the culture. I'm all about that.
Yeah.
However, when I do go into yours, it definitely has way more of a pop, way more of a vibe, way more of a this. And there was one time where I'm like, dude, there was this song about I was getting one of the guys there. I kept seeing him, and I was getting bud for my brother, and I'm like, dude, that dude's just a wicked cool dude. And when he noticed, yo, I love working here. I'm like, do you really? He's like, yeah. Then when you had came out, he's like, yo, I got something to do in the back. What up? He's like, you know that guy? I'm like, yeah, that's my boy. He goes, I love that guy. He's the reason why this place is so good.
Yeah.
So now, is that another light switch where you're on and off? Businessman, rapper, father.
Yeah.
How is that? How do you manage that, and what is going on in that field?
So the way I manage all of it is I wear the hat of what I'm doing in the moment. When I'm at work, I mean, I always think about like outside stuff, but when I'm at work, I'm in work mode. When I'm with my kids, I'm in dad mode. I'm not worried about anything else. And when I'm in the studio, I'm just locked in. It's about balance, bro. It took me a while to find it, but
that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you just have to be present in the moment. You can't sit here and think about, oh damn, what's going on over there, what's going on here, because then it's gonna start a fire in your mind. And like when I'm at work, my biggest thing is I'm the manager there now. I worked my way up, and I've been managing it for a while. My biggest thing is just creating a culture. The fact that you said the word culture is beautiful earlier, because I was thinking like, yeah, that's exactly what I did. I wanted to create a culture where it's not. You go to some dispensaries, bro, and they want you to look at a tablet. Oh, look at the menu, figure it out. Oh, we have the highest testing. No, I want to bring like the retail side of things into the weed side of things with a little bit of like a friendly vibe. I mean, not a lot of bit of a friendly
well,
vibe.
I feel like it is friendly vibe because when I was actually explaining to my mother the difference between one dispensary and the other one was scroll through his tablet. This guy literally is like, yo, what is your so I had went in there one day and it was shorthanded and it was obvious. And I was like, yo, I think because the vibe was just so cool, they had music going, people started talking to each other, forgot that they were in a line.
Yeah.
Forgot they were in a line, and the guy didn't want to be rude to her. He's like, hurry up, bitch. Just fucking, you don't know what bud you want, bud. Like, no, he's like, I'm going to take this thing out. Yeah, he got the pressure on him, but he's still, this is what we got. We got this. The guy started talking to me in front of me. I started talking to the person behind me. We all started talking, and it was like 15 minutes, but it felt like 5 seconds, and I felt like it was the atmosphere that you implemented. That the guy told me that you put in there.
Yeah, and since then, dude, like I've tripled up on employees. Like I got a bunch. Like I have a whole fresh staff. Like the lines are way shorter now. I mean, they're still, they can get crazy, but they move a lot faster now.
I mean, every time I went in there it was quick. However, it was just one time, and it was clearly, I wasn't saying that every time you go. I was just saying it was just that one time, and I actually could have waited another 15 minutes in there.
Yeah, it's a vibe. That's the thing about the dispensary culture, too. Like, there's always going to be lines, you know? And then one thing is like, what we do compared to different dispensaries is we personalize the experience. Like, I'm not just going to sell you some weed because it's the highest testing. I'm going to see what you're into. Because at the end of the day, you might not like the highest testing weed. You might not want something that everybody else likes. You might want something that's low dose that tastes a certain way. And what we try to do there is, the culture I push is, basically, get to know people's like style. Like what are you into? Yeah. You learn that and you learn their name, bro, that goes a long way. And then people come in and they're like, yo, I want to shop with Lewis because Lewis already knows that I like this, this, and this. I have people that I won't see for months, but they come in, I know exactly what they want to smoke. Yeah. Or they tell me, hey, give me something that I like, and I'll get something and I'll be like, dude, that was good stuff. You know? Yeah. So it's just about being personable, bro. That's really what it is.
So what I've noticed about yours, just because I'm not a big smoker and I'm not in there often, what are you're clearly doing something different that other places aren't.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you want to quite give away the secrets or not, but
I won't give away all the secrets, but I'll tell you.
I just feel like, I mean, obviously the atmosphere and the people are cool, like what we just went through, but I also went in there and was like, yeah, you could get an eighth for this much, and the guy's like, we just trying to push it out.
Nah, and, we get a good deal.
And it's just like, what's going on with that? It's like, why wouldn't I come here? And you go home and you're like, all right, I don't smoke that much anymore, so it's gonna get me high. But when I smoke it, I'm like, yo, this is good shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And you're not gonna find it for that price. I mean, unless
honestly, bro, what it is like, it's like the streets, kind of like you build a good relationship with your plug, they're gonna give you a better price.
True, yeah.
Essentially, what it is. That's all this game is about, bro. It's all about just building good connections and just treating people good. Like. You have them come in and be like, hey, listen, like come up with ideas. Like me, they'll come in and I'll be like, hey, I have an idea that we could do this, this, and this with this product. Yeah. And a lot of the stuff that I have ideas on, they either rock with it or they don't. Not all ideas are going to go, but a lot of them has been going. And it's opened a lot of doors for me in a sense of like my word is gold in there. I've put people in place. I've like promoted certain people and I've brought certain brands in and just built that relationship, not with just the sellers or the buyers, but I've also built that relationship with the customers and my team. So it's just something when you come in is just, whenever I go there and I'm not shopping, I don't feel like I'm at my job. Oh, I swear to God. I swear to God. It's one of those things where I go in and it's just such a vibe. Yeah. And to think that I created that culture there. It's crazy. Yeah, that's kind of awesome. It's just a real moment every time I go shop there. You
know what you should do one day? Just go in there and introduce yourself to
hey, how's it going? My name's Lou. Pleasure to meet you.
Just act like you don't know.
I mean, it's crazy though, because like it's one of those things where I'm just like,
what you guys got on sale?
Yeah, and I do that though, because you got to test your team. You got to make sure that they know what's going on. And one thing I got to credit my team on is they be fucking doing a damn thing. They know what they're doing and they know what the customers are looking for. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's to the point where like customers come in and they have their favorite bud tender, and some of our bud tenders are just anybody wants to shop with them. It's just about keeping it personal to that person. You know what I mean? Just knowing like, yo, I know Kevin likes these fucking edibles right here. I'm just using that as an example. I know you don't really do them like that, but I'm like, I know Kevin's gonna like this kind of stuff.
I'll take it.
Let me find some stuff that's similar to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, asking open-ended questions like, hey, so what kind of strains are you into? Or what kind of flavor are you into? And people are gonna be like, damn right. Or what kind of terpenes are you into? That's a new thing. A lot of people don't know. People think like in the streets they have spray terpenes. Yeah, I think it's horrible. But the terpenes are a real thing. A lot of people don't know. So it's what. Go ahead.
I kind of want you to explain what that is because I'm a little unfamiliar with that. So for any other listeners, I want you to disclose what exactly that is. But before that, do you mind disclosing the location and the name of the?
Oh yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I manage Pedals Cannabis in Charlton, 144 Sturbridge Road. I'm also going to be working in the Attleboro location, 41 Forest Street. We just been pumping out some really great deals. I'm not gonna get into too many of the deals because the people have been watching. The other dispensary have been watching, and I know what they're on, and it's okay. It's all love. It's all love. I get it, but. We got a lot of stuff in the works and we're about to revamp it, bro. I have some cool stuff coming that I can't mention yet, but when it does, I'll come back and visit and we could talk about it for sure because I'm excited about it.
Okay, so this place definitely is more than just you just buy flour and you get out. So now I had bought some shit. Your boy made me do it. Dude, I had to throw.
That was a while ago too. We've changed so much since last time you came in.
I feel like you guys change all the time.
And that's the thing about that. It's just like the hip hop culture. It's ever changing. Yeah. If you think every year or every few months, there's a subgenre coming out for hip hop.
There is, yeah.
You know what I mean? Or just music in general.
Dude, I still think mumble rap is new. And they're like, oh, that's 2016.
Nah, yeah.
Whoa, damn.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is changing. That's how it is in the cannabis world. And the thing is, like, you got to be able to adapt to change. That's one thing. It'll go a long way.
And I feel like change is happening faster than ever. It's just more rapid.
Yeah, it's just because right now, like, with social media and everything, like, you need to adapt really quick and just change things up. Because people's attention span is a lot shorter than it used to be,
I feel like mine was always short, but I feel like for everybody.
I ain't gonna hold you mine too. Yeah, hey, same here. It's the way we grew up though, you know what I mean? We were always doing some wild shit growing up.
Super wild, bro.
Oh man.
All right, so to get back on topic, you were talking about what it's called terpenes. All right. Yeah. So we thought I'm thinking over here some kind of oil or extraction or.
Essentially, it's like the essential oils of the cannabis plant. So terpenes are like basically the essential oils of cannabis. It's what gives the weed its flavor, its taste, and essentially the effect. Like lavender, it's a terpene. It gets you nice and relaxed and sedated. That's what it does, Oh, shit. So that's another one. There's one terpene in cannabis called limonene. For me, it gets me wired, bro. Like, what? Too much limonene and I'm sitting there like fucking panicking. But at the right dose,
I want that.
The right amount of limonene, it gets me locked in. Like when I go to edit videos and photos and stuff like that, I'm doing that because it's one of those terpenes you'll find more in sativa flower. So any of like Pineapple Express or Acapulco Gold, strains like that are like piney almost or lemony, that's where that comes from. Like that's that flavor you're tasting. There's a bunch of different terpenes and everybody's body's different. You have the endocannabinoid system and your CB1 receptor, and then certain terpenes hit you where there's this thing called the entourage effect, and that's essentially the perfect high for you. It might work for you, it might not work for me. All right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's something about finding the right terpenes to work for you. The higher the terpenes on a flower, it could be something that tests like low. Like people are like, I want the highest touch than THC. Bro, honestly, that doesn't matter that much. What really matters is a high terpene count. You can have something that tastes really good and the testing on the THC is only like 17%, but the terpenes are like 2 or higher. And that's something that'll rock you in the right way,
Yeah.
And for me, that's how I present it to people. I want to learn what's your terpene profile? Like, what are you into? What flavors do you like? Because that matters. Right now, for me, I like weed that tastes danky, sweet, candy-ish, or if it smells, the gnarlier it smells, the more I want it.
Gnarly.
Yeah, like I want something that smells like a dirty diaper. Yeah, I want something that smells like a dirty diaper on a hot summer day. I swear to God, bro. But that stuff, right, like GMO or just something like if you're smelling Sharpies.
Like that stank.
Yeah, that stanky shit, bro.
Stanky
Yeah, and a lot of people don't like that. Like my stepdad, he's a fucking stoner, bro.
Yeah.
But he likes the earthy stuff, the peppery stuff, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I enjoy it with him. You know?
Well, yeah. You know what there was these Africans and they were putting some type of tobacco.
Oh, grabba.
Yeah. So
I
I
don't
was
like
like,
that.
what is the point of that?
Honestly,
But when they told me they like short hits and they like to feel it, they it's rough, but so they don't do long pulls.
yeah.
And then when I tell them, like, oh, you kind of feel it and you're done. You kind of feel it. So I'm like, I get it. I might not like it, but I kind of, oh, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but don't you feel you get lightheaded on that?
If you're hitting it like,
See me, I hit weed like I'm hitting weed.
yeah.
I don't want to smoke weed like I'm. But then again, everybody's subject to their own opinion on
yeah.
it. But for me, grabba does nada.
I've seen you smoke weed. You look like you're really in a rap video when you're like.
I mean, hey, bro.
my
my life is a movie, bro.
If I was in a rap video and I smoked like that, I'm coughing my lungs up, even when I was smoking mad.
Yeah.
So like, I think I get the concept of the straight like hit to the
Yeah,
brain.
yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
A quick release. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
that's
me,
the
like, I mean, if it has a little grabba, I'm okay with it. But the ratio got to be right. It can't be 60% grabba, 40% weed. You're bugging out.
Yeah.
I like to. For me, I like to. I like the whole experience of breaking up weed, tasting the weed. When I like to hand roll my stuff, like I'll break it up with my hands and I'm sniffing my fingers after. Like I just love. I just love the smell and taste of cannabis.
Yeah.
So to mix that with like tobacco's not good for you. One, I stopped. I don't even smoke blunts like I used to. Remember, I used to be the fucking blunt king at one point. And for the last like 4 years, I've been doing mostly papers. I still smoke a blunt every now and then when I crave it, or if somebody rolls one, I'm not gonna be rude and not smoke it, you know. But
I like papers just because it's hold and it's easy to pass around. I mean, I like blunts because it's easy to hold and pass around.
yeah.
I like papers. The older I got, I like papers. It was just smoother and felt like it was less harsh.
Yeah.
But
It all depends on the bud too.
I don't know. There's a lot of there's a lot of funky things going on, especially when you're talking about what you just talked about. Now we got edibles. Edibles no longer taste. They no longer taste like weed.
Some of them don't. So that's another thing we can get into too. Like a lot of the edibles that don't taste like weed, they're made with distillate.
Distillate. All right.
Yeah.
I do not know what the fuck that is.
So distillate is basically like you can manipulate it a lot easier than you could like hash or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like you could add flavors to it. It's still THC, you know what I mean? It's just not as naturally occurring as like rosin or hash, you know?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's very much manipulated. Like right now, you can have a bunch of those edibles and they'll get you high. It'll feel great, you know? But then like for me, I like doing like hash rosin gummies and you taste the weed in those, but the effect is like, oh man, it's euphoric for me. Like I feel like I'm floating. You ever see like you ever see the cartoons where they smell the pie? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they're floating
you see
towards it.
floating, yeah.
That's how I feel when I'm on like rosin edibles, bro. And like I'm just cruising around the world like that, bro. And it's it's unmatched.
Wait, you said I get the cruising around the world.
Yeah.
But you're really just on your couch and you can't get up.
Nah, not me, bro. I'll be active on the cannabis, bro. So what I like doing is like I like going to immersive museums on like at least 50 milligrams. And bro, it is the funnest time ever. I'm telling you, bro. You haven't lived until you've done something to that extent, bro. You gotta take a handful of gummies and go see some shit with like 3D glasses. It'll change your life, bro.
I've never seen this in your language. Like,
bro, so I went to
I
Philly.
only fine dine when I'm off of fucking high off my.
Nah, I fine dine all day. But listen,
I only fine dine and spend $10K when I get high.
So what I did was I went to this museum called The Other World in Philly.
Yeah.
I went on a solo trip to Philly for my birthday. And bro, I took probably like close to 100 milligrams, more than what I normally do. It was my birthday. I didn't give a fuck. and they give you these 3D glasses, and bro, it's like you're walking through a whole different world. Like the name of the place couldn't have been better. There was like 50 exhibits, bro. I got lost twice, and I found myself. It was the craziest shit ever. Like it was one of those things that I literally felt like I was walking through like a painting the whole time. You got to come with me. We got to plan it. Like I'll drive out there.
I'm with it.
I'll buy the ticket for you, and I'll bring the edibles. Man, you know, but just don't freak out on the edibles.
I don't freak out.
All right, I just got to give you the warning because it can get crazy with the edibles.
Nah, you know me, bro. I don't freak out. So yeah, we gotta end up doing that soon. Hey Lou, man, it was we definitely had a great time.
Yeah.
Thank you for jumping on the podcast. We're definitely gonna have you come back, and we're definitely gonna explain a lot more into what you're doing, and definitely your music career. Thank you for coming on, and I definitely hope to see you soon.
You will, bro.
And I definitely want you coming back on.
Yeah, and we'll get into more like topics. Before I leave, I'm doing something lit tomorrow. I'm about to go shoot a video for a song. I got a boat rented out, and we're gonna bug out. So I got that I'm in the works on, and the next time I do something and a boat's involved, you gotta come. I need the Kevin Lopez energy. I need all the I need all that.
I'm gonna bring it 110%.
Yeah.
And I promise you that, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We need that, bro. Hold on, is this the one? Is that the one? You gotta press that one more time.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Yo, give it up for my boy. We definitely had a blast, and you're gonna be hearing him from a lot more from him. So thank you for listening, and hope to hear from you soon, man.
Oh yeah, bro. You already know. I'm a message away, bro. You hit me up, I'm here.
Yeah, you already know, yo. You know where the studio's at, so let's get it popping, man.
Oh yeah, man. It was a pleasure. Thank you, bro.
All right, thank you.